Hi, I'm Wayward, and this is Command & Conquer Remastered. Looking at a 1 versus 1 today between, well, the players are provided. Okay, so I know who they are. Yellow is Fog of War, and he is obviously our GDI player, and on the other side is Adam, our Nod player. I was actually sent this replay, told that it was a very good one. A little bit of a non-traditional start from Adam, at least. A lot of minigunners out before the Flame Troopers start coming. Don't see that every day. For Fog of War's part, there's just a single minigunner, followed by a... Actually, there's a couple minigunners down here as well, followed by a ton of grenadiers. You can quick look. Good start for the... good start for the map vision from both players. It's like Adam doing a little bit better in that department so far. Fog of War going pretty heavy eco first. Probably going to expand up here to do another refinery if I had to guess. Adam also going kind of eco heavy, 3 refineries before anything else. I imagine the airstrip is coming soon. I don't think Fog of War has gotten in Adam's base yet. No, he has not. Although Adam is about to get into Fog of War's base. Coming up in there now, going to get a little bit of a peek. Sees the construction yard. Interesting delay on the airfield. I imagine this power plant, it looks like it's positioned to allow for more expansion over on the other side. Of course, we have like 4 refineries now that minigunner is going to spot if he expands any further up. Just a lot of grenadiers out for Fog of War. Does see that airfield. Those guys do just no damage, do they? Looks like another refinery coming up. Let's see, still at 3. Got the buggies starting to come out. Actually, a couple of the grenadiers, they're right there. They could have done something. It's way too late now. A little bit of damage on that refinery. Wow, for Fog of War's part, what is that, 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 refineries so far, a second barracks. Really delaying that war factory, though. That's probably going to hurt him coming up here soon. Adam does have a nice little force of buggies out. Gonna trade pretty well against those grenadiers. There's not really much chance of, yeah. So right now, Fog of War in a bad spot. Just a couple of grenadiers and minigunners against this really large force of buggies. I don't see... I was told this was a good match, but as of right now, I think that there's just going to be... It's like, there's not a lot that Fog of War is going to be able to do unless he gets his... Even if he has a war factory out, not even selling off the refinery, it looks like, just losing a bunch of endless stream of minigunners. Trying to repair it, I actually think that's not the best idea in the world. Okay. Fog of War gets up a watchtower and is managing to actually deal decent damage to some of these buggies. We actually have a
yes, sir.
Operations center, or what do you call it? Radar. From Adam. Let's see. Oh, we have an... Where did the Orca come from? And a war factory out. So this is interesting. Have a couple of tanks. Adam not committing. Honestly, Adam still could win. He could have really easily done some serious damage to Fog of War's economy. This is a misplay, honestly. Adam really could have pulled it out basically right there. That refinery that should have died didn't. Failing to target down those only 3 medium tanks with these buggies, that's a problem. Adam's just kind of getting up in his own head at this point. I don't know why he's got this comm center, communication center, I think that's what it's called. Gosh. Finally, second airfield out, continuing to expand his economy. That makes sense. But really, like, this should not be going this well for Fog of War. We do have the 2 orcas. I think that's clever. Adam not transitioning into bikes like he should, which doesn't make sense to me personally. I just feel like this game should be Adam's right now, and it's surprisingly not. In a very weird way. Like, this huge, massive buggies could easily take out these tanks, right? The orcas are maybe helping a little bit. It's fun to see the orcas. But this again is just so weird to me. Like, Adam could and should be coming down here just killing off the Conyard or killing off the War Factory. He's got enough buggies to do it. I just don't know what his plan is. Looks like a little bit of harassment. I think the silos were all sold off for this refinery, this tank being thrown away. Just strange. Nice use of the cannon there to defend. But I feel like Adam's trying to do the thing where you ignore the air, but I don't understand why. A couple of buggies and those orcas are toast. It's so strange to me. Like, it's better that he's not doing that because the match gets to go longer, but I just don't understand the motivation. This really should be over at this point, by all accounts. Like, here's enough buggies to go in and probably kill the Conyard. We've got a couple of watchtowers, but that's not enough to stop the buggies. I just am very confused. So anyway, Fog of War doing a very good job of holding off Adam's buggies because Adam's not committing to attacking with the buggies. Here, let's see. Fog of War does see this.
Sir. Unit ready.
But yeah, these buggies are probably going to be able to do something, but I just don't understand why more hasn't been done by Adam. He's got the units to do it. Targeting down the power plant, I guess that makes sense, but why? I mean, there's right there is the Conyard. I know, yeah, Adam sees it. Maybe he's too afraid of the watchtowers. I mean, it's nice that watchtowers are being used here as a defensive tool. I like that. Another combat going on here. Finally got some recon bikes out. Fun model. This army picking off the Nod force. There we go. Finally targeting the Conyard. I don't think this is going to be able to do save. Adam should have been the whole time. That's where Adam should have been going. We do still have the 1 War Factory and 2 Orca air pads. This is really it feels like Adam is playing to the strengths of Fog of War. He's not pushing when he could. He's attacking when he shouldn't. It feels like he's playing this almost exactly wrong in a weird way. Fog of War has a decent force of grenadiers up here that are being left unattended, which is a bit of a shame. Now they're moving. But okay, so an attempted targeting of the War Factory, that was just a bad attack. It's not going to get anything done. These bikes and buggies, however, are going to be able to come in here and kill the War Factory. I think it might have gotten sold off. Now, this is a long-term problem for Fog of War, but right now, he's okay. He still has the barracks, he still has the orcas. Actually, looks like Adam sold off. I must have missed a sell-off or a kill for the Conyard. This transition to flame tanks is nice. This is why he's got I think the flame tanks require this. But this is not the right time for the flame tanks to come out. Not while there's still tanks on the ground. Speaking of which, the Fog of War's got some unused stuff going on over here. Yeah, so the flame tanks are a good play for Adam, but not right now. So they die so quickly to anything that isn't infantry. Wow, so this has gone from basically Adam's game to lose to, I guess still in a way Adam's game to lose, because it feels like he's losing. So the bikes are a good touch, coming out trying to kill the remaining tanks. The tanks are what's going to save the infantry from the flame tanks if more flame tanks come out. Unfortunately, Adam right now basically has no resources. He's mined himself out. He was trying to expand down here, but that's been kind of shut down. Now Adam is on a single airstrip rather. I love that model. That's a cool little tank. Yeah, what a weird match. It's refreshing to see the GDI player do so well, but it's frustrating saying, you know, I don't see this being instructive for GDI players. Wait. How do we get a bunch of... Oh, he's juggling orcas. Yeah, these guys are just going to land here. I like that. I do like the juggling of the orcas to get the tons of orcas. But yeah, this is pretty much over. There's nothing. The airstrip has been taken out. There's the sell-off. So that was a fun match, actually. I do really think it came down to Adam not capitalizing on the early game advantage that Nod has. He tried to attack the refinery and whiffed it. He neglected to try to take out the con yard. And I don't know if there was like a gentleman's agreement going on where it was like, you know, let's make it more fair by holding off a little bit in the early game, or if Adam was just unsure of himself, or I'm not entirely sure what was going on there, but it didn't seem characteristic, and there was definitely a very, very big missed opportunity earlier in the match. And, you know, when Adam finally was able to get in and take out the critical infrastructure that he needed to, the war factory and the construction yard, there was already so much army there that it didn't really matter. I did like particularly to see the use of these watchtowers. Normally I view them as something that's kind of not very useful, but kind of the watchtower in the right place at the right time did seem to help Fog of War hold on. So that was gratifying to see that there actually is a decent use case, even if kind of a narrow one. But yeah, I just keep talking and talking. I just feel like ultimately it was interesting. It was a really good match to watch. But when I think about applying this to Command & Conquer Remastered more broadly, I don't see it being applicable for GDI in a bigger sense. I do like the orcas, though. The orcas are a nice touch. And I do feel like the orca may potentially be an underutilized GDI unit. I recently learned that orcas can attack air and ground, which makes them good against the Apache. And that's always been something that GDI struggles with, is dealing with the Nod Apaches that can just come in and snipe things. Because there's no really good anti-air option for the GDI. I really feel like the Humvees should attack air. But anyway, this has been Wayward, and this has been a phenomenal Command & Conquer Remastered cast, and I will catch you next time.